Genesis?
We were experiencing the movie at
And
some
everybody's
point.
watching TV instead. Right?
You're live.
See, yeah, here's
What?
when she found out she's dead. We're still discussing
Warning!
it.
Please do not attempt to perform any of the stunts or activities of this show as they are dangerous and can lead to serious injury. Video submissions of any kind are accepted by one side of the coin or Heads or Tails Gaming.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Steve the Gamer. With me, as always, my co-host.
Backtack!
And you're watching One Side of the Coin, our weekly show all about Genesis Battle of Champions.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Champion!
Champions.
Oh, look at all
They
the
made me
red
take my
gloves.
sweater off because Idris was
We didn't make you do anything.
Yeah, that was your
No,
own
we didn't.
choice.
What?
That was your own choice.
I mean, we might have commented, but that's
Yeah, we made fun of you.
We helped you.
They made fun of me, so it's... Yeah.
You called me a loser, so no.
Just because you took my last peanut butter cup. Anywho, so,
You want one?
Yeah?
please.
well, yeah,
Grant Trinity with the cup.
Trinity gets peanut butter cup.
She turned over peanut butter cup.
Well, she hasn't been in the store for
No,
so
she has
long.
not been to the store for so long.
Yes. So tonight's show, we will be discussing some Future League stuff that's been announced on Future League. So if you remember Future League, you should probably already know some of this information. However, we're going to go through some really cool stuff that's been going on in Future League that I'm super excited about, and we're going to kind of give our insights on that. Also, too, we're going to give a huge shout out to Jeff Azito. We have his Patreon that has arrived, and we're going to take a look at what's inside here, and also give a tribute to his dad. Our condolences to Mr. Jeff Azito. Unfortunately, his father had passed away last week. So if you haven't had a chance to send your condolences and your heartwarming feelings, send them out to Jeff Azito. You're always in our thoughts. We send our love and our respect to you for this evening as well. Get involved into our chat. So you want to get into the discussion, talk about, and join in with us. Be sure to leave a comment, questions, any concerns or whatnot in the chat. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like and subscribe to the channel. As always, we appreciate your support. We're sitting at
301, I think I read.
301 now. That's awesome. Yeah, so we really appreciate all your support. Remember, too, we're going to take care of all this stuff right off at the beginning of the show. www.genesisbattleofchampions.com is the website you want to check out if you want to get involved in the game and learn how to play, etc., etc. We absolutely love this game, and we enjoy talk about it every week, right? So
On the website, you can find card database and the lore, especially
the lore, card database, how to play, all the information that you need to know to get involved with Genesis, even to get your local LGS involved, like we have here for Heads or Tails Gaming, right? So, yeah, so we're also going to be discussing the upcoming store championships.
Yes.
Which is coming up because we're past March 1st now. Prelims should be starting, and leading up to the LGS's store championships coming up in April. So we're looking forward to that. So Future League. So what is Future League? Future League is the play testing platform for Genesis. So Kenny's going to throw it up here on the screen. Future League, yes.
Whoa.
What?
What?
No, I didn't think it would have come up like a Google search like that. That's
Yep. So if you're
That's
on
cool.
Discord, you can get involved in the Future League. So basically what the Future League is the card design team for Genesis puts out a whole bunch of new ideas, card concepts, etc., and they test them out on Future League, and they report back in to as how the cards are functioning, whether they have to be changed or whatnot, making decisions on what to go forward with as far as new cards coming out in the game.
making sure that they're not making sure that they're not broken.
Making sure they're not broken, exactly, right? So canceling out anything that would be potentially overpowering, or just like whether or not it's no good period whatsoever for the game, right? So that's basically what Future League is all about. I used to be a member of Future League. However, I felt that it really, really implemented the gameplay, like knowing very well prior to sets coming out. So if you are a member of Future League, you kind of have a really good insight as far as what cards are going to be coming out, how they work, how they operate prior to them being in production. So by playing with them on the Future League, you're getting more practice with them. So I kind of stepped away from it a little bit because I felt that it was giving me more of an advantage to any newer player that was coming in to the game kind of thing. However, it's still a good way to get involved in Genesis, right? If you want to be a part of the building process, right, of Genesis Battle of Champions. It's really cool. So it's by choice, more or less. However, it's open to anybody. All you need to do is be on Discord, and you can participate, right? So it aligns with, I think, Coliseum of Fate, is it?
No, tabletop.
Just tabletop?
I don't believe they have it working for Coliseum of Fate yet.
Okay,
don't
so
quote me on that.
Primarily
I don't use Future League, so.
Primarily on Discord.
Primarily
and
on
tabletop.
Discord, okay, and
Yeah.
Tabletop Simulator. So basically, the cards will be created. You can play test them on Tabletop Simulator, test them out, kind of thing, and get a feeling for how these cards work and whatnot. But up to this point, it's been all new cards that haven't been released in the game. Oh yeah, there's also too for if you're participating in Future League. So Kenny's showing it here. There are promos that you can get for participating with the Future League. So we got the Chrono, Giant Scorpion, Guardian, Lightless, and he hit the third one. Or the
Sorry,
last.
I'm just pulling up the ones that they're actually doing this month.
Oh yes, the new
Oh,
alternate arts. That's
yeah.
Monot, right? So yeah, you can get these alternate arts
Ooh.
like champions now.
He's just grabbing his cards.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was coming in. Oh, what are you playing? I know you're playing Genesis.
Very interesting, like, background list.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Kendra.
Have you seen
There's some terrible.
Jeff's thing? He was asked to do this is like separate. This is a little off topic, but this is reminding me of it. Jeff had opened his Patreon and he was asked to do a border for Alta. Have you seen it?
Oh, the revamped borders.
yeah.
That's the old
Who
one.
left?
Nobody.
Oh, Sid.
Said he
Oh.
was going to get his dad.
Yeah,
This guy's gonna play.
these are what you can get now. Is
Alternate arts, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the tier. Looks nice. There's the Monot.
I love them or not.
Oh,
Monot
yeah,
looks
that's
really nice. Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, you participate in the Future League. You have a chance to get these awesome and amazing alternate art promos, all different types of promos, etc. Just for participating in the Future League. So yeah, you want to definitely check that out and get involved with that. So, but like as I was about to say, up to this point, all it is basically is new cards coming out, potentially in future sets. So I think they pretty much already got Invasion already set in stone, more or less, as to what's coming. So the stuff that the Future League is playing with now is going to come out in future sets. It may not be the very next set. It could be future set after that,
Oh, yeah.
etc., right? So
It's
what?
Coming out soon, Invasions. It'll
Invasions,
be
yeah,
out soon.
coming up Q2. They said, yeah.
I forgot it was March.
Yeah, we've started Q2, so
Sorry, no,
March,
it's not.
April, or May, we
Sorry.
should see Invasion at some point.
It's
right.
February 30th.
It is not February. Did you stop?
Or two.
Okay,
Exactly,
so
right?
we bought croissants the
No,
other
we're
day
still
from
in quarter
Walmart,
one.
and the date was actually February 30th on them. That
Oh
was
yeah,
the
we are.
expiry date.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
quarter
It's the
one.
last
So, I
one.
made a
yeah,
joke about it.
next month is
Next
quarter
month
two.
is starting Q2. Yeah. Yeah, we bought croissants that expired on February 30th.
And then
so.
Mom said,
Which doesn't exist.
No, you sent the photo of the milk.
Yeah, somebody
match
bought
the-
milk
yeah,
that said
that
it expired on
February
February 30th. And it's like, these products do not expire because February 30th does not exist.
The interesting thing about that is the reason that shows up is usually computers that stamp those on, they don't actually use the same calendar as us. They just use, I think it's the Georgian. It's a different calendar where it's just all the days in a row, and then they convert it back. So
Interesting tidbit.
What do you mean they convert it back?
They convert it to human readable.
Human readable.
Yeah, because normally it's just like
readable.
normally February
28.
March 2nd would be the 61st day of 2023 according to a computer
Okay.
because it just goes in a line.
Gotcha.
See?
I see what he's saying.
February 30th.
But there's no such thing. So it should have just said March 2nd.
Yeah.
It's February 30th, though. Is that Negan?
Yeah.
Holy crap! They found him.
Oh, they did?
Well, the one living person.
One living. Anyway.
We're getting so off topic.
Yeah, we're like way off, right?
Invasion! Yay! We've talked
Invasion,
about
there
it
it
so
is,
much.
yes, we had.
Quarter 2, 2023.
Quarter 2, yeah, which starts next month. Sorry, that's a correction.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's next.
Mm-hmm.
So April, May, or June, it could be out.
Yep. So, once again, as I said, in Future League, up to this point, it's basically newer cards. However, recently, that was brought to my attention that they're taking a step back. And they are looking at potentially changing some of the original champions.
Yeah.
Right? Which got me really, really excited for the simple fact that a lot of the older champions are no longer being played just because of the simple fact of their abilities, their resources that have toned them down, that because newer stuff that has come out has been so powerful, and there's only like very few champions that are actually being utilized in competitive play. So
Because of like the stats and like now the newer cards, it's like the old champions are like
no good,
barely
right? Like
beatable.
barely being used,
Yeah,
right?
they're
So,
barely beatable.
so for a newer player coming in, may not realize that some of these older champions are not really good. They're playing them for fun, kind of thing, or testing them out, just getting into the game. However, eventually discovering that certain champions are more powerful than other champions. However, it looks like Haunted Castle Game is going to be revamping or restructuring some of these older champions, which is I think very, very awesome, and it's going to give the opportunity for these champions to still be used in competitive play. However, the older cards may not be able to be used, but if they were to reprint those champions with new new abilities and new resources, right? It's going to make those older ones a little bit collectible, kind of thing, which is pretty cool. It's also going to open up the doors for different formats, right? So whether you're going to go back to you can only use those original cards, right?
Yeah.
For future formats, and it'll be offset from the newer champions, even though they have the same name, they have different abilities, different resources and whatnot. Those can only be used in the newer formats, right?
Yeah.
Moving forward, right? So I think it's really, really awesome. So we're going to start off and take a look at these. Kenny's going to bring them up on the screen. So we're starting off with Rain. Okay, so as you can see, and then we're going to show you on the small screen. I'll take it out of the sleeve, so let me know if there's a glare. Are you going to be able to have both of them up side by side?
If you give me a minute, I can, yeah. So I'll put...
Huge.
Yep.
Do you want me to get that closer?
Yeah. That's a little close.
Yeah, but now you can see it. Do you want me to back it up?
Nope. Fine, there is a glare.
Yeah, we're going to take care of that in a second, Dad.
There you go. Perfect.
You guys can still see okay? There we go.
And I will...
I'm still taking a picture of this.
Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, okay. Alright, you do your thing. I'm just messing with the camera.
Okay. So while Kenny's messing with the camera. So, we need to see, okay. So if let's take a look at the differences. So the original Rain that we have here has 18 life, 90 aura, 1 energy reduction. Her abilities are Swift Attack, Dark Attack at that for 3, and Living Shadows, which you discard 2 cards, move to a spot that is not in anything's awareness, and then you may rotate.
Oh, so it's the same thing then.
No. Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's the same ability, but it's the cost of it, all right? So if we take a look at the new one, which is move to a spot that is, or sorry, let's look at our resources to start with.
22 life instead
22
of 18.
instead of 18, so which is huge increase. She's not going to die as quickly. However, the 90 aura still stays the same. The 1 energy stays the same. Awareness stays the same. But the Living Shadows cost is now different. So it's only discarding 1 card with the cost of 3 energy, which it's only going to be 2 because of her 1 energy reduction. But the ability itself stays the same, and it is that action. So everything else pretty much stays the same except for the cost of the Living Shadows, and she's increased in health, right? She's going to be playable again, I think, at that health. That cost of the Living Shadows, right, is going to be a little bit better.
I like
whether
it
or not,
it's,
sorry?
No, sorry, I was going to say that I like it because it's like, if you have like a small hand, like if you're running out of cards in your hand, instead of having to discard 2, so your hand is a lot more smaller, you only have to discard 1.
Right.
And then you're just like stealing off the deck.
Right.
You do have more of a net loss, though.
What do you mean?
Instead of losing 2 cards to use that ability total, you're losing 3.
Mm-hmm. Or, if hypothetically, say she didn't have the energy reduction, it would be 4.
However, we got to look at what Axon and Chaos has to offer to this, right?
Epiphany.
Exactly, right?
Oh, jeez. You
That
only have
little
4
spot
of them.
here.
Yeah, right? So, again, Rain has to have a considerable amount of cards in her hand, right, to be able to do this. But discarding only 1 instead of 2, you're not going to need as many. But again, once Kenny had stated out, you are spending more in this sense than you are from the old sense, right?
Yeah.
So it all depends on what's going to outweigh the other, whether you would rather discard 2 or, mill 2 and discard 1, which is higher in a cost. But, I mean, the 22 health I really like. It's nice rather than seeing the 18 lower. So it all depends on some of the other champions if they're going to have the higher health as well. But we're going to move forward on to the next one. Oh my God, this one I was so amazed with, right? Like this Raha, like, oh my God. If this goes through, I'm gonna be I know, right? Look at
I didn't
look at her
see
reaction.
that.
Look at her reaction right off the bat. Let me pull out the old Raha here.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No wonder why you exert. Oh my God.
Kind of get straight out there a little bit.
Here, I'll shrink your camera down so you can...
Do you want me to raise it? Or?
You can shrink me.
Perfect. Oh, okay. There we go. So the old Raha. So she has that crazy awareness. That's the only champion that has that awareness. 1 energy reduction, 95 aura, 22 health. A ranged attack of 2 at swift speed to exert. And another area ranged attack of 1, which it doesn't state on this card. It deals 1 ranged damage to everything that's in her awareness.
The new Raha.
The new one. Go for it.
22 health, 105 aura with
Right.
2 energy reduction.
Right?
The awareness has 2 extra dots in the corners.
That double forward extended awareness is phenomenal. Like, I love this.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Nope. Go.
The range attack is the same of 2. The swift, the exert. Excuse me. This area range attack.
But the cost is higher.
It is.
It is.
No, it ends up the same. Because the...
the 2
higher
energy reduction. Yeah.
It's the same.
So with her energy reduction increased, yes, it is just generally it's exert and 4 energy, but with 2 energy reduction you only pay in 2, whereas the old one it'd be the same thing. You only have the 1 energy reduction, the cost of 3 or energy, brings it down to 2. So either which way, it stays the same by the sense. However, that increase in aura and her awareness and the energy reduction on top of it. Like, I mean, she is going to be very, very powerful at this state. Now, keep in mind that this is only in the test phase, right? So we don't know if these are actually going to go through. They're being tested presently on the Future League, which is super awesome. I really like Raha. I think from back in the day, like, even though I took her to first place in the 2019 championship, after that, we didn't see much of Raha at all. Right?
Yeah.
She kind of fell under the radar. Nobody was using her. They didn't think because of her aura base she was good enough. But yeah,
well, now she's got 105.
She's got 105, yeah. She's increased by 10. It can be a big deal, right? It can be a big deal, right? And the energy reduction, I just think that awareness is phenomenal for a champion, right? So it'll be interesting to see how she plays out, but I'm loving her.
Everything makes sense, too,
I
right?
see her
like,
as actually usable now.
Exactly, right?
Like, the exert on the attack makes sense. Like,
He's giving us Odara next. Okay, Odara.
I thought you were going to turn around and be like, yeah, we skipped this one.
Odara. Here's the old one. So what's the old one?
Oh. Wow, she got up a lot in her stats.
Yep.
So the original has 20 health, 110 aura, and no energy reduction.
Right.
The swift range attack of 1, exert, and the action spur, exert for 4 energy. Target summon in your awareness loses 2 health and remove all exert tokens from it.
And the new one. So 23 health. So she's gone from 20 to 23.
She's gone from 110 to 135.
110 to 135 aura. So that's that's a 15. Sorry, no, 25. 25 increase on aura, and she now has an energy reduction. Same awareness, double forward, which is nice. But the spur, okay, the cost is still the same. However, the summon only loses 1 hit point now instead of 2. So your 2/2s can stay on the battlefield or in the arena a little bit longer, right? You can actually utilize this on smaller summons for sure.
This makes Sid's Odara deck even more terrifying.
So she wasn't very terrifying to begin with. Like, no, everybody used to hack on Odara before. That she just was not playable.
I definitely don't think they're gonna hack on her now.
Yeah. So the fact, like, I know, was it Dragon's World that she placed?
Udara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What place did she get? Was it?
It was top 8.
It was top 8.
She was in top 8
She was
in
like
Dragon's
6 or
World
7, something like that.
circuit event, which was very unexpected. However, in all the other competitive arenas that I've seen, no one's ever used Odara.
No, yeah,
Everybody used to hack on her. We used to make fun of her, kind of thing. That she just was not playable. She was the underdog. Yeah.
I made an Udara deck.
Yes, I mean, like, we're people still play her for fun every now and then, testing things out and whatnot. Is she gonna be?
Because new things come out, right? So it's like you gotta test it with everything.
You gotta test it with everything all the time. Is she? You think she's competitive worthy now? At this point,
I'd say.
you would say. So with the extra health, definitely the aura. I'm
the aura
a huge
helps.
person on having high aura, right?
Yes.
To play a champion that's got 100+ aura, even though she was 110. But the spur, I think the spur is the big thing. Giving her the energy reduction of 1 is going to bring this down to 3, so it's going to cost you less to do it, and your summon's not going to take as much of a hit. It's not going to lose 2. It's going to survive a little bit longer, especially on the bigger summons that Odara can now spend a little bit of extra aura on getting higher summons in the arena to battle for you, and you'll be able to spur onto them, giving them that the blitz right from the start, right? So, yeah, definitely playable. I think it's going to remain to be seen, right? So we're going to test it and see. But
Nubia!
still, by far, my favorite right now is Raha. Nubia. All right, yeah, this one is.
There's not a plus.
Notice this one's it's got
negative.
minus.
Yeah, this one I don't think is going to please many champions, right? So
I don't like it.
the old one, 20 health, 150 aura, 0 energy reduction, but she has the vision. So at the beginning of the round, you draw an extra card right off the bat.
Freaking hate
Yeah, I know. Look at you. I'll let you take care of this one because you're gonna. I know you're gonna be the most upset.
At the end of the round, you may pay 5 aura if you do draw a card.
Card. Okay, so
The wording on that right now technically means if you draw your starting card, you have to pay 5 aura.
it's at the end of the round, though.
I know, but if you do draw a card, I don't know.
No, you have to spend the 5 aura if you do draw a card.
It's weird wording.
So either which way, I don't think it's really going to matter the fact that it's at the beginning or
They need
the
more
end.
punctuation in that.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's
At
really
the end,
weird
because
wording.
of the okay, so they need to put
A period after aura.
And a
Yes.
comma after do.
Right.
Because as it stands right now, it could be seen as if you've drawn a card at all during this round, you may pay 5 aura.
yeah. I think that's what's throwing you off. At the end of the round, you may pay 5 aura. Period.
Yeah, but is there anything at Swift
If you
Speed
do,
that allows you to
comma,
draw?
a card.
The start of the round, you draw a card. So suddenly, at the end
No,
of the
but-
round, you have to pay 5 aura because you've drawn a card.
At the end of the round, you may pay 5 aura if you do draw a card.
It's just because of the missing punctuation.
I don't think it's any time you draw a card because it specifically states at the end of the round.
Yeah, but it's the.
It's just the way it's
the
worded.
way it's worded.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
know,
missing
they're-
punctuation.
They're working on it. Okay, let's cut them some slack.
Oh.
Anyways,
Never.
let's cross this one off your list.
What are
Okay.
we crossing off your list?
Anyways,
The eggs that you bought earlier?
Kenny's secret stuff on his computer. Anyways, all right. So let's talk about this for a second. She was overpowering to begin with just because of her draw, right? You got to admit that. Like so many people were stating this, right? Like that extra drawing in any card game is a good thing.
No, well, it was fine.
She got it automatically at the beginning of every round. She was able to draw 2 cards, given the card advantage, which is why she became probably by far one of the most popular and most played champions throughout Genesis history.
No, it was fine.
What?
I said no, it was fine.
It's fine. No, okay, so it became an issue, right? So especially when Axon is getting the majority of the draw power, so with Epiphany, dedicated studies, etc., like her being able to abuse and manipulate those cards very easily, and just stacking your hand and being able to boom, 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 mass damage, right? Right, she came up on top. Her resources have not changed, which is a good thing. She wasn't given an upgrade
Yeah.
on her health, her aura, or her energy reduction, but now she has to pay that 5 aura in order to get an extra card. So let's just ignore the fact that whether it's at the end of the round or the beginning of the round, like whether or not it stated that, but now you have to pay for that benefit, which I think is a good thing because it's going to be a second thought as to whether or not you're going to want to do it.
I will say that the choice to do it is also really good because a lot of the downsides with Nubia is she draws herself out really quick.
Yes. So it will prevent Nubia from decking out, which is really good because yes, we are. It's a good point. Thanks for bringing that up, Kenny. Are we actually live?
Yeah, we are.
We have nobody on in the stream.
One person.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello, whoever it is. Anyway, yeah, so it's going to prevent her from decking out, which is really good.
A little bit too far away.
But you're going to want to think twice, right? Especially with your aura going down. However, Axon is also known for what?
Aura.
Aura, yes, gaining aura back, right? So potentially she can regain that aura that she's spending to draw cards, right? However, whatever the cost is to get that aura back, to be able to draw more cards could become an issue, right?
And I was just about to say that. Aura Surge, right, with this, is now most likely going to come back into play.
Could.
You could. And think about it real hard, it probably will.
Yes.
There's also that the skill where you can redeem hits for. I'm trying to think.
Oh, the aura break.
Yeah.
Yeah, aura break is another one. But the cost, you got to look at the cost of aura surge, which is an energy. She has no energy reduction, so you're still going to have to pay those cards in order to draw another card. So technically, you are losing more in the sense of using aura surge. However, the break, on the other hand, she could really, really manipulate it, use it that way, right? So it'll remain to be seen. I like how she is toned down a little bit. You have to give something to get something, which is really good, rather than just starting off strong with it and being able to draw that extra card automatically at the start of the round. This one's now at the end of the round, which I don't think is really going to affect much, right? Because as soon as the end of the round, you draw on your card, you're going into the next round, you've already got that card. So yeah, but it'll be interesting to see if this one actually goes through and how well the guys are playing this one out.
So, like, the only thing that, like, with Nubia is, like, majority of the decks that she's played with are aura heavy decks.
Are very aura heavy, yes. So what do we got next, Kenny? Malik.
They probably should have given her, like, an extra 5.
We're showing Malik.
Aura, in my opinion, because of that.
So old Malik coming on screen right there, and boom. Okay.
This poor guy.
Poor guy Malik, yes. One of the original 4.
They did him dirty with his aura.
What's that?
They did him dirty with his aura.
They did him dirty with the aura. Okay, yeah. He didn't gain any aura.
Gained nothing.
Like, which is probably the number one reason why Malik doesn't see a lot of play.
He also, well, he did gain 2 health, though.
He gained 2 health. 32. It's the highest that we've ever seen a champion for health-wise. His energy reduction did not change, so he still stays at 1. However,
He still is for 2.
yeah, it still hits for a swift attack at
Yeah,
2,
it
but
still hits
his
for
heavy
4.
attack is 4 damage. But look at the cost:
You only have to pay 1 now.
1 health
Instead of
2.
That's the only difference aside from health.
So Malik is a health guy, right? Gains health from the older one, and it doesn't cost him as much health to hit for more damage. Is it enough? Like that's basically it. Poor Malik. It's not enough. Kenny's shaking his head no. I
He
agree
needs
with
more
you.
He doesn't have any good counters to aerial creatures.
No. Nothing. I think, if anything, increases aura.
Yeah, I just stated that.
The
He needs
80
more.
aura is just too low, right?
Like, look at that poor guy. He's like
That's
crying
like
in that photo.
5 or 6 of your normal played cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's. I don't think this is going to be much of
especially with some of the cost of things now.
a benefit to Malik. 32 life, which is only 2 more. I mean, it makes a little bit of a difference, but not enough. What?
Not only did we get an inflation, Genesis got an inflation.
Genesis got an inflation. Where are you seeing this?
It's a joke.
Oh.
Because I turned to Kenny and I said 80 aura is not enough because of how much like Genesis
Oh,
cards
yeah.
are costing now to play them. So I said not only did we get an
The
inflation,
aura economy
Genesis
is in shambles.
got an
The aura
inflation.
economy.
I feel
Yeah.
like range on one of his attacks would make him more playable.
A ranged attack on Malik?
Yeah, even if it's just the 2, because he cannot counter aerial. If you come across a creature with flight, he is done.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, you look at the summons that he has access to. I mean, you're not going to play
A
like
whole
real,
2 of them because of his aura.
because of his aura. He
Yeah.
doesn't have.
Especially
he can't
since-
play a lot.
It's red. He's got access to Giant Scorpion.
Giant Scorpion.
That costs a lot to play.
It's 18, right?
No.
Yep.
No.
No?
It's
No.
18 or 16.
16.
Well, it's still high cost. You go to play 2 of those. How much are you
16
paying?
for
32?
What shit I got right here?
So yeah, he can play a whopping 5 of them.
Ooh. And then you got to think of some of the other things that he's got to play, right?
Where's the Scorpion? It is in J2.
If we got more health-based summons,
14.
14. Oh,
Scorpion only costs 14.
if we got more health-based summons like Pain Imp, it would make him more useful.
Yes. Yeah, Pain Imp, he could definitely abuse it. Not as much as, say, like, was it Sarah or Kasha?
The one with the...
That can play it for free, because once they lose health, they gain it back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so... That's Kasha.
I believe so.
I believe it's Kasha.
Yeah, because
I
Sarah
don't play
gives
neither one
carry-on
of them,
fees.
so I don't know.
What's
Well,
5 times 14? Or 14 times 5?
Wow.
Might I
70.
remind you? We had a bunch
So
of
yeah,
them.
he can still only play 5 of them.
5, yeah.
Wait, how
5
much
giant
was it?
scorpions. It's 70.
70? Yeah, so... There we
But
go.
then he's got no aura for anything else, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's a good enough increase, or revamp for Malik. I think he needs a little bit more, like as I said, either more aura, or like Kenny said, give him some kind of ranged attack, whether it's on his basic swift attack or his heavy attack of 4.
No, give that man a big old hug and give him both. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Range attack and some extra. Even if you put him at 100.
100 what?
Or,
100 aura?
I feel like that would be too much for him.
No.
sure?
No, 100 aura would be nice if they don't change anything else. Like if they're gonna leave everything else the way it is.
If they leave it like that, give him 100 aura. Give him at least 90, an extra 10, and put a range attack in there. That's more
That
reasonable.
could
Yeah.
potentially work. Yeah.
So give him like 1 more awareness, right? 1 more in front, and then like a
Okay.
small ranged attack, a small one, even if it's like 2.
Yeah, so his
Give him
swift
that.
attack, give it range.
Basically, a swift attack can become a ranged attack because he still has that heavy attack, right?
My only thing where looking at having 100 aura with 32 health, that is really unbalanced compared to other champions where you've got usually like around 7 health per 50 aura.
Mm-hmm.
It just throws it way out of balance.
Yeah.
So how much health, say he were to have 100, how much health do you think he should have?
If he had 100 aura, his health should be like 28. Like,
Where's Nubia?
I'd say I'd leave him. I would leave him at 30.
Yeah. Hang on, what's she at? Oh, she's at
It's a
20.
20.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave him at 30.
I would leave him at 30. I wouldn't give him the 2 health if they were gonna change him that way.
Yeah, so they should have left him at 30, give
Excuse
him
me, sorry.
either 100 and then leave it like that, or 90 and give him a range attack with an extra awareness.
Yeah.
Like 1 more ahead. That's what they should do with him.
Yep. Definitely a suggestion. I think at this state, though, the way they got him shown here, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
No, it doesn't.
But he's just going to hang on to his health a little bit longer, but with the amount of mass damage there is with AoE, the heavier attacks on some of the summons now, doing more damage, and even with
Yeah.
Phage, having the decay being able to go onto a
Right,
champion with the
yeah.
millipede, yeah, it's just, he's not going to withstand it without having a little bit
Yeah, not a
more
chance.
to him, right? So
bring 1 Dust Companion and hide
Yeah.
in the corner. He's done.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So that's a negative or a no-go on the Malik. Still, Raha. Who we got next? Long.
Long.
See what they're doing for Long.
yeah, see, he's got 28, 101. That's what Malik has.
Yeah, but Malik
Or
doesn't
what
have an
should
energy
have.
reduction.
Old Long coming on.
Oh, they kept their stuff the same. They
Yeah,
just gave
Malik-
him
Malik
1
has-
energy reduction.
Malik has a 1 energy reduction.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
He does? Oh, he does.
One
He's
over.
up in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I can't read.
Yeah. So, Old Long.
Okay, hang on. Before I go along, then maybe they should take that away from Alec.
No, I feel because
You think he should have it?
He
if
needs
he's
an
a
energy
low
reduction.
if he's a low aura champion, he needs high energy reduction or energy reduction of some
Yeah,
sort.
okay. Now that I say it out loud and it's like, hang on, wait, that doesn't sound right. Especially not for Malik, no.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, alright.
Long.
28 health, 100 aura. They gave him a 1 energy reduction.
Yeah, so his health and aura stayed the same, however, 1 energy reduction.
Bolt shot king.
His holy attack at 2 is still the same.
Right?
His action cure is the same.
Target near awareness gains 2 hit points. Gains 2 hit points.
It's the same.
It's the same.
The only thing they did differently was give him an energy reduction.
I think this change is just going to drive him to using bolt shot more often.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not much of a difference.
No.
28, 100, and with an energy reduction.
Like, the energy reduction will help because then that helps his cure, right? Because of it only costs 3. And then, yes, with bolt shots, you're only paying 3.
Yeah, I mean, is it really worth spending... It wasn't worth spending 4 to begin with to give 2 hit points to a summon.
3's
Is
a
it-
little more reasonable.
Is it really?
But with
Slightly.
an exert though,
And an
3
exertion.
and exert is
No, never mind.
yeah.
They should have made it like 2 or something.
Like if it was 4 or 5 without the exert, that would be solid.
Yeah, I think if he matched his sister and had the 2 energy reduction on this, I think would be better.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I mean. If it
it's-
exerts you, pay only 2
Yeah,
instead of the
Instead of the
3.
4.
4, yeah.
yeah. I agree on that. 28 health for him, still the same. 100 aura.
Still the same.
He's always been known to be a summoner. Giving him maybe a little boost on the aura would definitely help him out.
How much do you think?
Like whether it's 10 or 20 tops.
I was gonna say
you
that
know,
too. About
between 10 and 20 or even 15, like put him at 115 kind of thing, just to give him that little bit extra to show how much of a summoner he can be.
Yeah.
Especially with giving the life gain. So yeah. It's mediocre increase. I don't think it's gonna be enough to throw him into seeing a lot of competitive play. But you never know. We'll see how it tests out. As I said, it's so-so. Any thoughts?
I got nothing else for this one.
I
No,
don't
really.
like long.
Yeah, it's still
They
long.
didn't
right?
make
It's
much
long.
of a difference.
It's not
His
a big
his
enough
cure
difference,
ability
right?
is useless.
I do
Yeah.
agree with Dad. Give him a little bit of extra aura, and then
A 200
maybe
another
one more.
energy
Yeah, one more
reduction.
energy reduction. Have him have 2 energy reduction. About
Then
one.
I think he would be a
under
lot
15.
better in that sense.
Yeah.
right? So it's just not enough, right?
Yeah.
like
Like
that.
long versus Odara, you're gonna take Odara.
Hands
But
down.
both are poor choices.
Yeah.
Like exerts usually have like a lower thing next to them, right?
A lower cost, yeah.
A lower cost next to them because you're
Yeah, it
useless
exerts
for
you.
the rest of the round, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that it's 4 and you're exerting, who's gonna use it?
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Well, now, that's why now.
Well,
but I
then,
mean,
yeah,
they're
but
giving
now-
him 1 energy reduction, so it's less.
Yeah, but they
Still
should
not
have dropped
exerting.
it.
It's not enough to make
It's
the
not
cure
enough to
useful.
make
No,
him, yeah.
they should have dropped that
Either
down.
lower the energy or raise it and get rid of the exert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I do agree. If they gave him, say, like a 5 energy for that one,
I think he needs more.
drop the exert.
Kendra.
Kendra, oh boy.
No, yeah, I
Our
mean,
control.
let's see about this one. Oh,
Kendra control.
What'd she get?
okay.
1 additional health?
2.
2. Ooh.
2, she had 19.
Yes. 19.
So, she got 2 extra health, and the other 2 are the same. She still has 150 with no energy reduction.
Right.
No changes to the other things that. Oh,
Yeah, there is.
No, actually.
Yeah, it
no,
is. It's
cheaper.
5. It's 5 aura cheaper
5
for
aura.
the Neuron.
Target champion, your awareness discards 2 cards at random and loses 2 life. Is that right?
Yeah, and your awareness loses 2 hit points. If they are a champion, they discard 2 cards at random. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. However, 5 aura cheaper, which
That's nice.
is nice. I think it's
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Yeah.
The higher health is definitely appealing on her, right?
Absolutely.
She was never able to withstand any kind of battle due to the fact 19 health.
19 aura. Oh boy.
Yeah.
What?
19. I said 19 aura by accident.
Oh,
Yeah, 19 health.
wow.
Just
19.
just
You
a
ain't
little
getting
too low.
nowhere.
2 more health, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And cheaper Nurum, right? 10 aura was a considerable amount, especially with an exert on top of it. Nurum's going to actually be utilizable, right?
Use
So
more.
It's going to be used more.
I feel like sitting here, like, I just have this funny feeling that people are going to be like, oh, 2 health isn't much of a change. If you were to put her in battle compared to this one,
Yeah.
you're going to see the difference.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
will see the difference in 2 health.
I tried a Kendra deck, and the amount of times you lose even just by 1 health is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to give her that little bit of a rope to hang on to a little bit longer.
You're going to pair gloves
With
to
the
go
health.
with it.
And it's going to stretch out her aura a lot more with Nurum only costing the 5 to do
So
2
clever
damage
radio
and
tower.
force your
What?
opponent
Just
to
so
lose 2.
climb a radio tower.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You were like, oh, she's going to have a little bit more of a rope to hang on to. I'm like, yeah, she got gloves with it.
However, if you look at the wording though, between this it says target combatant in your awareness loses 2 HP, whereas the Nurum before only targeted
Champions.
a champion.
Oh, so you can actually
You
hit,
can
Hit
hit
summons.
summons with
but
the
they
Nurum.
just won't discard.
They just can't discard,
they can't.
obviously, because it says if they are a champion, then they discard 2 cards as well.
Okay.
So
it's
given that
very
option.
Random.
useful.
Yeah, so it's very, very useful.
Wait, the
right?
out-
And
Random
that would
means that you
technically
pick, right?
that's technically ranged too, so you can use it on flying creatures.
Well, it would be
Because-
like
is
a
it?
cast, right?
Yeah, it would be a cast. So
Yes,
But you can
because
still
it's
use it
just
on aerial,
dealing
right?
the 2 damage, or they just lose the 2 hit points.
yeah,
It's not an actual attack. So it's kind of like the cast attack, right?
So you can still use it on creatures
Range.
with aerial.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, at random, you choose, right?
yeah.
So if, like, we were
No, it's
playing-
in your awareness, so she's only
No,
got the
no,
one
no, no,
total.
no,
For
no,
that,
discard
so
2
usually
cards of
the way
random.
you do it is they hold up their
And
hand,
then you just
you
pick
just
2.
pick 2
Yeah,
cards.
that's what I mean. Okay, so
Or they
like,
shuffle them up, lay them out, and you choose 2, right? However it's
Yeah.
done, right? So some people like to number them and you roll a dice or whatever. right?
Yeah.
There's
But
many
you
different
pick.
ones.
That's what I mean. You pick.
But yeah, I think it's definitely a really,
Yeah.
really good increase to Kendra from the
Yeah.
old one, making her a lot more playable, and can definitely be reconstructed to see more competitive play. Right? So, she was known as being a control champion before, so now she could definitely branch out of that control aspect. Potentially be a fighter, etc. Right?
I was just about to say that. Like
Yeah.
with the 19, you saw her a lot as just a summoner. She'd stay back. She wouldn't get up there.
Put
But
her on a chair and hide.
exactly, raising her health and lowering that Nurum
Yep.
is definitely gonna, convince.
Convince her to move
Yeah,
up.
convince her
and
to
get
move
into
up
the
and
battle
fight
a
because
little
she's
bit more,
actually
yes.
able to do it now.
Yeah,
The
Awesome.
5 aura is a lot cheaper than 10.
I like it. I still like Roja better.
I like the Kendra change a lot.
Ah!
Bong. Oh.
Holy, wait, did that fire shield go up in cost?
So,
No way it was 7
Maybe.
try
before.
not to make jokes.
Maybe.
It did, didn't it?
It cost
It did.
exert before, it doesn't anymore.
Yes. So,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
but
but,
the
that's
energy,
reasonable.
the energy cost is up.
But that's reasonable. They took away the exert.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's reasonable cost.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good.
2
That's
energy.
the change they should have done for long.
Yes.
All her other resources didn't change. Still at 22, 90 aura, and 2 energy reduction. Fire attack is still the same. However, that
Everything's the
fire
same.
shield. No, the fire shield is now 7 energy, whereas before it was 4.
And then the
With the
exert.
exert.
reduction. Yeah.
I meant everything else is the same.
So she
Upper
can
aura.
she can do this multiple times throughout an entire round, right? Because it is at swift speed. It doesn't exert her. She can keep using it, right? However, are you going to want to spend 5 energy just to prevent 1 damage?
Well,
That's what you got to think about, right? is the cost of it worth doing it multiple times throughout a round?
I think the bigger, more important thing here is if she's exerted, she can still save a summon that's about to get killed, which
She
is
could.
That's true.
going to make it a lot easier to get that final kill shot. Because if somebody's about to end your summon that's getting that kill shot, keep it alive.
Yeah, but what if they have multiple answers to that?
Keep it alive more.
So you're gonna want to keep spending that 5
If it's
energy just to save one summon.
if it's a kill shot, yes.
If you think it's going to be a kill, I can see it depends on the scenario in the arena when you're playing it out.
If it's my giant scorpion,
whether
you're
or
not
not it's
killing
going to be
it.
worth it, right? What I would like to see to make it even more appealing is a 3 energy reduction rather than a 2, right? So kind of give it along the same lines as Essa. 3 energy reduction for the newer champions isn't good enough for older champions. Giving Fong a 3 energy reduction, maybe pumping her up an extra 100 aura.
100 aura?
110.
No, up
Bring
to
it
100. Sorry, up to 100
holy.
aura. Giving
my
her another
God.
10 aura.
Bump
pumping
her
her
up
up to
another 100 aura. 190
I
aura?
just like seeing champions at 100 plus aura.
See,
right?
and I was gonna say that. I stated that. I don't know if you heard it, but right when we pulled her up, I was like, raise her aura, please.
Yes. I think all the champions technically it should be a base low of 100,
What
100
they
or
should
more,
do.
right? Like
Put her at around 23 or 24 health, 100 aura, 3 energy reduction. She may be
3 energy
overpowered.
She'll make her an Essa.
yeah. Well, S's doesn't have S's only like 85. 85 aura?
Yep.
85 aura on Essa, yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
still
yeah, you
low,
put
it's low.
100 on her, 3 energy reduction with like a 23 health range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would help her out.
I mean, they're your cards.
Or keep her at the 90, but
Yeah.
give her that 3 energy
Yeah.
reduction.
Yeah.
Right? Just to make her so that
'Cause
fire
the-
shield only costs 4 instead of 3 or
That-
7.
That 3 energy gives her a lot of free cards in Paimos, so that's...
Yeah.
And
Well,
she has
already
access
has,
to
but you look at
Bullshot,
Essa.
too.
She does have access to
So
bullshot.
that
Yeah.
is dangerous to raise her energy reduction, because then it's one per bolt shot.
Yeah. 1 for bullshot. Why not?
Oh,
Why? No, seriously, why not?
Hang decks all around.
No, because I literally had to like let my brain process what you said, and then once I clued into it, I was like, "Oh my god, that's gonna be so good!" Like if that.
Yeah, but
What color's Essa? What color's Essa?
Red
Phage
green.
and Thymos.
Yeah, red green.
Red green. Okay. Okay, so she doesn't have access.
Yeah,
to
but
No.
she can
Bullshot.
cast
Give
so
her
much
more
stuff for free, right?
She can.
She
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like she casts Hardy Soup for free. She casts Snare for a cost of 1, but if you're using Hardy Soup, she's casting Snare for free, right? Like she has access to so much stuff that has energy reduction that just brings it down.
Yeah.
Where she's just throwing it out at pretty much next to no cost whatsoever, right? Depending on what what timeline you're building for her, right? So I mean, but you also got to look at so you look at Axon's Chrono Walker, right? Or all the different evasions, right? That potentially could get out of a bull shot, or damage reduction, etc. That is bull shot really that much of a threat anymore? So even if she can throw a bull shot out at 1, all you gotta do is chrono out of it, right? Or find a way to get out of it. It is possible, right? So like as good as bull shot is, there are ways to get out of it, right? There always is.
What's the in the picture? There's 3 people connected to lightning, and the awareness is here,
Chain lightning.
here.
Oh, forked lightning.
Fork lightning.
Fork lightning, yeah.
Does she have access to that?
No, because
No, that's
it's it's Axon.
Is there a card like that in those colors?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we need another card.
But anyway, yeah, I
We need a fork lightning for yellow.
just changing the fire shield on her, I don't think is enough. She needs a little bit more.
Now put it in red.
I mean, I'm not being biased because I've tried so many times to make Fong really successful competitively, just failing miserably left, right, and center. Whether it's using her as a fighter, she definitely does not have the aura, enough aura to be a summoner too much. It all depends on your build too, right? So Just needs just a little bit more, other than not exerting on a fire shield. Right?
Yeah.
Especially with the cost going up that much. If they're going to put the cost up that much, give her an additional energy reduction is what I think. So that's my thoughts on it.
On to your favorite.
What?
Your favorite.
My favorite?
Your favorite.
Erica! Okay, so
I'm excited about
up to this
one.
point, I'm still saying Raha's the best one. However, now I'd seen this prior to the show tonight, and I was totally amazed with this one. So let's look at Erica. Yes, one of my favorites from out of Rays. So yeah, go for it. Old one.
She got raised 2 health.
She got
Thank
raised
God.
2 health.
Thank
Yes.
goodness she needed it. She got an extra 10 aura. That's good too.
160 aura, the most aura we've seen for any champion.
She's really?
Yeah, no other champion has 160
Props to
aura,
you, kid.
right?
You're a child and you got more access.
Yeah, no,
to
I
stuff than the
thought
adults.
maybe Alta, but she's 140.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
Up to
we've
this
seen-
point, 150 was the highest, which was a tie between Erica and Nubia.
Yeah.
So,
Good for
And
you.
Kendra.
Oh,
and
yes.
Kendra, yes,
Yeah,
Kendra
three-way
is
tie.
150. Yeah.
Her swift basic attack of 1 is still the same.
Yep.
Her action, Conjure Bayou,
Right.
it's the same, except
It's cheaper.
6 aura instead of 9.
6 aura instead of 9. Yes. So having that aura drop down to what an actual Baihu costs to play, which is 6 aura, makes sense, right? Why she had to spend the extra 3 aura just to summon it out of the subconscious really didn't make much sense. Not too many people were really utilizing the Conjurer Baihu from her. It was just the simple fact that she had the 150 aura.
That's good.
And the color within the color combinations, right? However, that 18 health was very, very risky playing her competitively. That 18 aura, she had to stay back.
18 health.
Sorry, what was I saying?
Aura.
Aura. Sorry, I always get them mixed up. Well, there's three
Makes
three
sense.
resources
Makes sense.
I gotta
It makes
cover,
sense.
right?
It makes
It's like,
sense.
so yeah, 18 health. She had to kind of stay back, right? Even though initially she was playing a lot of the landslide timelines were coming out of the woodwork, right? But having that 160 aura,
Well, they're gonna come out now.
20 health, she's going to be more dangerous, right? More dangerous, right? And being able to summon a Baihu for the same cost, but out of the thing, you're not going to want or have to put in as many Baihus into your timeline if you're utilizing them. You can actually utilize those slots for something else and still be able to summon at the regular cost of a Baihu, right?
I think with this change, we'll see her played more, which means we're going to see a lot more Purifying Wave.
Oh.
Yeah, we could see a lot more Purifying Wave with her, right? So,
Yeah.
And landslides again, because landslide was very expensive, costing 28 aura. But however, it forces things to exert. It hits aerial, etc. Just a really, really great card, but the cost of it was really high. She's now going to be able to play even more of them and become a higher threat. Oh, you're going to pull up landslide.
I think that's in Rays, right?
No, it's not.
I'll just go to J2.
J2, yeah. J2 or J. Beta, doesn't matter.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, she's just going to abuse this even more than what she was before. It deals 3 earth damage to everything in Landslide's awareness, and if anything that's dealt damage, it exerts them, and they become stunned until the end of the round, where they cannot move or rotate.
23 aura, but she's got the aura for it now.
It's 28.
It's 28.
28 aura.
That's what I said.
You said 23.
Oh, did I? Oops,
Yeah.
28. Whatever.
Whichever, same thing.
Dude, maybe I do have that thing that Mike
It's
mentioned earlier.
only a difference of 5. Anyway, so 160 aura. It's, yeah, really, really nice. I love it. And giving her that 2 extra health, she really, really needed it. And lesser cost on the Baihu. So I'm tying this one with the Raha. For sure, I'm definitely going to be building a lot of time. Like, if this goes through, I'm going to be building a lot of timelines based on this. I don't think she needs any other adjustments outside of what they've already put here. Yeah, it should be perfect.
Give her a 10 energy reduction.
What?
A 10 energy reduction.
A 10 energy reduction. Why? You got to back that up, Kenny.
Just-
Come on.
Just for the hell of it.
Because why not?
No. A 10. Yeah. Well, that's just.
She has a big tiger do all the heavy work for her, so she shouldn't exert too much energy doing things.
She's young, right? She's young.
Yeah.
She's got more
How
energy.
old is she, like, story-wise?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I don't think they really state her age. She's just really young.
She's 1,000 years old.
Wait, so when you
Yes.
look at her, what would you say her age?
1,000.
She is old, isn't
10
she?
at best.
You don't know. Sid doesn't know either. He's just assuming she's
10 or,
1,000.
I'd say around, like, 10, 12.
She could be undead.
She's a freaking
Yeah.
cat, dude. She's
I
got
mean,
9
she
lives.
does have red eyes.
Look at the
Uh,
pale skin.
she's a
She-
cat.
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Right?
How quickly do cats age versus people? Is it like 6 years or something?
Something like that, yeah. It's not as bad as a dog, but
I think I need
I don't know.
to.
Anyway.
Oh, hey.
What?
Nope, that's not how you spell question.
Oh, you're messaging them? Anyway, who's up next?
It is with a K. Wait.
Erica's with a K, yeah.
Oh, it's misspelled on the file they upload. But that's all the champions.
That was all of them?
Yeah.
So they did not cover Kor, Kun,
Idris.
Oh,
Idris.
yeah, you just didn't get touched.
Yeah, we haven't seen Idris yet.
Core,
Yeah, they don't have a... they-
Kor or Kun.
Idris, Core, yep. Interesting. Where was it misspelled?
Like, yeah, let's go, let's play, let's go.
On the new one there?
Well, let's put in our 2 cents on these ones anyways.
Yeah, there is... It does not say her how old
Her
she
age
is. She is a mute, though.
She's a mute.
Yep.
So
She's
she
a
doesn't
mute.
talk.
No,
Wait,
because
what did
she
it say?
let
Hang on.
because she let a lion into her heart.
By the time
Or,
she
sorry, a
was
wolf.
7. She's not that old.
Wait, is Baihu a wolf?
No,
I
it's
thought it
a
was a
tiger.
lion. It says she let a wolf.
Might be metaphorical.
Could be.
That's not a
It's
wolf.
Baihu that she led to her heart. It was some else that was a wolf.
But then she started working
Yeah,
with the
so
tigers.
she'd be
that
like
doesn't
8.
make sense.
She'd be
It's
like
the
8 or
opposite of a
10.
wolf.
So yeah, I'm sorry, she'd be around the age of 10. But what's with the red eyes?
Because
Possession?
She's a demon.
because it matches the Baihu. So, no, it must have been the Baihu, because she's taken on the Baihu features.
Yeah, she literally is a cat.
Is Baihu a wolf, according to lore?
That doesn't look like a wolf.
It does not. It looks like a cat. But
Ah, interesting.
according to lore, it was a wolf that did it.
Dying of dehydration,
So
a
why-
wolf approached her. Hey!
Why is she a cat?
She was a blah, blah, blah. She was a wolf approached her. This mysterious wolf offered her a path to happiness, but she needed to let the wolf into her heart in exchange. This merger muted her, but also turned her into the youngest champion in JLAR.
But it does say on the bio
Turned her
card
into.
that it's a tiger.
Okay.
Dude,
so,
they just like shrunk her.
Yeah.
Dude, she's not actually 7. She's a lot older, but she appears to be.
Maybe it was a hunting hound that approached her.
I don't know, because she would have become the champion around age 7 or 8, according to this.
This merger muted her, but also turned her into.
Yes. By the time she was 7, she ran away.
Yeah, and then
Right.
was approached.
And then she was approached. So she would have been turned into that around 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like 8 to 10.
Or the wolf?
Okay,
Yeah,
never
she-
mind. I read it a
she is
different
a
way.
wolf.
I read it a different way. That was all. Yeah, but then why? If she's a wolf, then why does she work
Yeah.
with tigers? Why does she work with the cats?
Because.
That's not no.
Don't believe it
Yeah,
says
but-
that she is a wolf.
It says it right
says
there.
It says it in there.
A
yeah,
wolf
it does.
approached her. The mysterious wolf offered her
Wait.
a path to happiness, but she needed
It
to let the
also-
wolf into her heart in exchange.
It also
She's a
says
wolf.
she was already the strongest, but then
She was a mage.
it made her stronger.
Yeah. So it was a wolf that entered her.
Not the cat. Oh my god, I have so many questions right now.
But yeah, she can summon a Baihu from
And she's
subconscious,
taken on the
which is a
features.
tiger.
She's
And she
taken on
actually
the
looks
features
like
of
the
a Baihu.
Baihu, right?
Like,
It's kind of weird.
That's magic for you.
That's magic for you.
This is
Oh, it's
Genesis.
Genesis for you.
Wait, are you
wrong game. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to talk to Carl.
Yeah. Alright, that's everything. That's all of these.
Hold on. No, we're gonna. Since they haven't covered these yet, and I think I have a funny feeling that the reason they haven't touched these is because already they're enough, right? To a certain degree. Idris, 125 aura, 25 health, 0 energy reduction, fireball at the cost of 5, which it exerts, and the heavy attack of 1 at action speed. If anything, I would like to see her with a swift attack rather than a heavy or an action speed attack. Change that heavy attack to a swift.
like yellow? Cool.
JC says, Idris is already powerful. She don't need an update.
Hi,
Yes.
JC.
Hey, JC.
So she's a
JC,
nerf.
JC, is Erica a wolf or a tiger?
Yeah. Now we're having a huge debate whether or not Erica is actually part wolf or part tiger.
In the lore, it says wolf, but she clearly looks like a tiger,
She
and
looks like
Baihu is a tiger.
And she's friends with the Baihu. The Baihu follows her. Yeah. Or would they say?
Hasn't replied, but
Oh, okay.
I asked another question.
I guess another question.
Yeah,
Idris, is she powerful enough? She is. I agree.
it says they're active, but I don't know if they're gonna reply to me. Laura's all Carl.
It's all Carl. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes. She's what? Wait, what did you just say that he said yes to? That she's powerful enough. Arena, 2
2
damage.
Yeah, that fireball is deadly no matter how you look at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. The fireball is so good. However,
That's my
as
mom.
I said, I would like to see her with get rid of that heavy attack for 1 at action speed. Give her a swift attack. of
Yes,
1.
please.
Yes.
This poor girl. She can't do anything really.
Well, she can. But
Like,
it's
she
all
can, but
action
it's
speed,
like-
right? So it's like
Yeah.
she's the one of the. I think she is the only one that does not have a swift attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
No,
Who?
I thought Kendra's was
Kendra is
her
swift.
one. Yeah,
it's Kuhn. Kuhn does not.
but he has that extra
He has a
movement,
heavy.
so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so it kind of balances it out. But I mean, I think just
JC says if you want Swift, he's taking away health.
taking away health from no.
No.
I mean,
no.
maybe 24 health with the Swift one would be.
24 health.
No, make that heavy. Okay.
No,
take
I
away the
don't
heavy.
think that's gonna make much of a difference.
Wait, what did you say then?
He said take away 1 health. He said he would take away health if we brought the action speed down to swift,
Yeah.
right? So she'd go down to 24 health,
Yeah.
and then that becomes a swift. I can deal with that, right?
23 or 24?
24.
Health. I can deal with that one.
24.
Would it still exert her though?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The swift attack would still exert her, yes. But it's at
You
swift
want
speed.
Swift, he's gonna
Ah!
advocate for 20 health.
No,
No,
not 20.
no,
That's too
that's
low.
too much, that's
wait,
too much.
JC, we're not talking about the fireball. We're talking about her heavy attack of 1.
Yeah, the heavy attack, the heavy attack.
of 1. Switch it to a swift attack, swift basic attack of 1, right? With still the exert cost. So I mean, giving a 1 health to switch over to a swift speed, I think it is sufficient.
Oh, that's
Oh, he is
exactly
talking
what
about
he
it.
means. 5 health for a Swift.
Absolutely not.
Not 5 health. Not 5.
That's what he's saying.
No, 1. 1 health. Bring her down to 24 health. 23 at the most. I would still go with it, but
Not
Yeah.
giving you fireball spam and Swift attack.
Why not?
fireball's still at action speed,
My
right? So
my main
Blackjack
issue with
21.
Idris,
blackjack 21.
my main issue with Idris is once she's run out of aura, she can't chase someone around the arena to try and hit.
Well,
because
that's
they can
what I
just back
mean.
up.
Exactly, right? Because it
It
is at
makes
action
her-
speed, right?
Yeah.
All they have to do is stay 2 away from her, and then she's kind of screwed, right?
Yeah.
And Yeah. So
And that's your fault.
well, it's not our fault. That's the only real change that I would actually consider to put towards Idris. Outside of that, again, that fireball is so amazing. She's
Learn
seen
to
so
play
much
better.
competitive
Ow.
play.
Oh.
What?
Ouch.
You're spamming your aura. Learn to play better.
Pain.
Oh.
No.
Guess a bird.
Anyway,
No,
she's
he
seen-
refuses to learn to play better.
whatever. No, she's seen a lot of competitive play already, right? So she doesn't need that much of a change. If anything, that's the only thing that I would really change about it. Outside of that, she's still perfect, right? She's my girl. Love her.
He's trying to replace you.
And then
Not me.
let's do Core, and we'll save the big guy for last.
Be good.
Core.
Oh no, because he was talking about Idris. He's like, "Yep, she's my girl." And Trin looks at me and goes, "He's trying to replace you." And I looked at you. I'm like, "Not me."
Core.
I'm totally kidding now.
I don't know what I would do for Core.
Well, oh, yeah,
like
but-
Yeah.
maybe a 5
You
or
gotta
a
talk
bump,
to him
but
about
he
the other
doesn't.
part.
He doesn't really need much.
What, watching?
No. Again, it's maybe that's why they haven't really
Touched it,
posted
yeah.
anything about Core.
No, he's pretty
all
good.
around a really good
He's solid, yeah.
champion, right? 1 energy reduction with 120 aura and 25 health. Like, you can't get any better than that as far as balanced resources. Dark attack at 2. At Swift
Decent.
Speed is good, and the Mobius where you can
Kill target summon with 1
kill
health.
a 1 summon and draw a card. Yeah, it's got draw power, decent swift attack, and really, really good balanced resources. Absolutely nothing that we would do with Core.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't change him either.
I put it 125 just because it looks nice. Make brain happy.
Or
25,
125 aura?
120.
Yeah,
25,
just
yeah.
because 120 is weird.
Yeah. And last but not least, Kuhn. Kuhn, who
He's solid too.
our good friend Sid took to number 1 at the 2021 championship.
He's good.
I don't know what, like,
Yeah.
Seriously, he's good. I have nothing to say. Like 26
Yeah.
health, 100 aura. You like the 100 aura? That's
Yeah,
good.
having the first champion with flight,
Yeah,
I
that
think
too.
it's-
And the
he's
dash.
still the only, right?
he's the only champion
Yeah.
with flight, right?
JC says Kuhn needs no updates.
He needs
No,
no
none.
updates. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think so
solid.
either, right?
Why don't we ask Sid? He's right there.
Flight and dash. That's good.
Hey Sid, how would you?
And it's
if
like-
you could, what would you update about Kuhn?
Everything.
Oh, ah.
Like, okay,
Better
so
be.
let's take a step back and think of what they did to Nubia. Now, see, they actually toned down Nubia,
That wasn't
right?
allowed.
Because she was overpowering.
That
Now,
should be-
Kuhn has such a huge advantage because of the flight and the dash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can be done to Kuhn to actually back him off,
Take away the dash.
right? No, don't take it away, but put a cost on it.
What?
Bring his health down.
Or bring his health down, exactly. Like, he needs to be put in his place a little bit, right? Because of how powerful he is, right? So it's been proven that Kuhn is very, very powerful because of flight and dash, right? He does have really, really good resources, a decent amount of health.
JC says health down 2 and heavy attack down 1.
Or you just remove the flight.
Or you remove, the flight.
I don't.
Or
No,
put a
you
cost
cannot
on the
remove
dash.
that flight.
No.
Put a cost on the dash.
Yeah,
Energy cost
cost
on
dash.
on dash because
yeah.
flight is like his defining thing. You can't.
Yeah, you cannot.
What you could do for that though is you could say at the beginning of the round pay an energy cost to gain flight for that round.
Right.
Does he
Yeah.
have wings?
No.
Yeah, he
He
has
does,
wings,
he is,
so
'cause
he's,
he's part angel.
using energy to fly anyway.
So he's part
Yeah.
angel. He has the ability to fly. So you keep the flight. I'm with
Putting
the
a cost on the dash.
dash.
Because you're
Yeah.
flying and dashing.
Triggered dash. Go back old.
Um,
Have it be a trigger instead of.
because then it can be canceled It can
Yes.
be negated.
It can
Right.
be negated instead of being immediate. Yeah.
Or yeah, put a cost on it.
Or
because-
responded to, right? Because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
triggered, right?
Yeah, so you can run away when he's coming up for the
Yeah.
bolt shot and kill or whatever.
I'd bring the health down just slightly to 26. Bring him down to say like 24 maybe. Yeah, just so he's not as difficult to deal with, and like all the other champions.
The action heavy attack of 2 and you exert right after, and again having it be an action.
It balances
It
with
balances.
the flight. I think
it balances
keeping
it out.
his attack at action speed, because he does have that flight. He can move over anything that he wants to, right, and still be able to punch, right, or move on to something and punch, right. But yeah, putting a cost on the dash I think would be sufficient. Maybe bringing his life down a little bit. That's the only thing I can really think of outside of that.
Cost on dash, health down by 2.
Everything else the same.
Everything
Yeah.
else is good.
Yeah. Or, yeah, as JC had said there in the chat, putting a trigger on the dash maybe so that it can be negated.
Either one,
Yeah,
but
or
Either
avoid
which
it.
way. Or avoided, yeah. So there you have it. That's the Future League plans as far as the older champions moving forward. Kind of changing them, revamping them, making them a little bit better or worse in some senses, right? Which is a good thing. I really like it. I want to see this actually go through a little bit more so we can start seeing some of the older champions that haven't seen a lot of play recently being brought back to the arena and being played again, right? So, and it's nice to keep fresh things like that going too, right? So, I mean, like regardless or if anything with the lore, I mean, even Fang's dead, right? That's correct. Moment of silence for Fang. So having new sets come out, it's like, hey, let's revisit. Hey, here's a new champion. This is a new version of her, kind of thing. Moving forward, this is the version that's going to be used in this format. If you want to go back and play the older stuff, you can in another format or in a kitchen table format or setting, kind of thing, for fun or whatnot. Or just utilizing them, the older ones, for teaching, right, so to speak, right? So it's going to be interesting how they move forward with this. I give them 2 thumbs up on actually experimenting with this, right, with the champions and changing things and whatnot, and making them competable with the new ones coming out. Especially, we've already seen some of the champions that are coming in Invasion. And it's going to be very difficult to have some of those older champions withstand the power level of the new ones that are coming in, especially with the ones that have just been released in Origins, right, that are outweighing some of the original ones, right? So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I mean, Jeff Azito, let's take a look at what Jeff sent us this week, or this month, I should say.
I just don't like, I just don't like what they did with Nubia. I'm sold.
Oh, yeah, I gotta bring it back up.
I'm gonna be mad about it.
Oh,
Knife
Cold?
camp.
How's your iced coffee?
oh my God, that's gross. Can't stand cold coffee. Anyway, if you haven't had a chance to check out Jeff Pizzito's Patreon, we usually open it when we get it. Be sure to support Jeff. If you're interested in his artwork, he does a lot of proxy stuff and whatnot. He does help out with some of the stuff with Genesis Battle of Champions as well. Check him out on Outer Edge Comics on Facebook. What else is he on there?
YouTube.
YouTube,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. Collectors and Cars, Kraken Packs. Support him and like us and subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Does some absolutely amazing content as well.
First, our letter that's yellow.
Why is it
It's
I don't know.
yellow.
It's got yellow on it.
It's yellow.
How do you spell the names? He always gives us nice personalized names.
Hey, Steve O. Henry and mac and cheese.
Steve O. Henry and mac and cheese. Here we go.
Oh my god. Thanks for being part of the Patreon. As always, I'm so grateful to have you support me, but just knowing you appreciate my art is wonderful on its own. In this package, you will find
No,
9.
it's just MAC. MAC. No, it's an N. The actual letter N. And you need the little. What do they call those?
Look.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, you got it. There we go.
In this package, you will find 9 Patreon-only exclusive a mix of proxies, promos, and special cards just for you, my Patreons. Whatever. I can't read.
Patreons, you can't read. Okay, I'll read it.
No, I want to read it.
Okay.
I'm reading fine. They'll figure it out. No spoilers. I'm including 2 parody cards from 2 great shop owners I've met in the past few years, Steve Wolf from Heads or Tails Gaming and Jason from North of Exile Games. They've both been great supporters of the games I love to play and of my art, so I wanted to immortalize them in some small cardboard rectangles.
Nice.
I hope you like them. Feel free to use them as proxies for anything you'd like, or as a coaster if you have a messy drink.
There's a coaster. I get it. My own.
It's an actual card. Do not use it as a coaster.
Okay.
I will kick your ass if you do.
He's also
I mean,
included
he
the
requested
last
it be used.
4
Oh, the last 4
Champion
Champion
Heart
Hearts.
Valentine's cards, yeah, which we have gotten.
Yeah, thank you all for your support through this Patreon as well as on all my socials. Can't do this without you. This without the love and support you always show for. Okay.
Yep.
Find them online.
Yes. Outer Edge Comics. Jeff Pizzito.
Okay, we'll start with the hearts because they're right here.
They're cards.
They are cards.
Like, not played cards, but cards.
Alta.
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 That's Alta.
Does it say Alta?
I forget the guy. It starts with a Y. I forget his name.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what?
Is-
Oh yeah, you dial.
You dial.
How do you call someone? You dial.
How do you know it's you dial?
Because of the joke that we made. How do
Oh.
you call someone? You dial. That's
And
the,
because he's holding
Only-
the barn door.
yeah. That is the only
That's right.
reason I remember his name. That is
Oh,
the sheep lady,
Ligaya.
Baba.
It's Ligaya, right?
No,
Whatever.
it's Todoroki.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And Squid.
Legume? No. Squid.
Who's the
Oh
one?
yeah.
That's the
Oh my God.
corrupted one. The
Yeah.
You remember the one with the weird arms?
Yes.
Yeah. That one.
yeah, I don't
Okay,
remember.
I forget the name.
I do too.
Alright.
It's okay. Yay! It's past Valentine's Day, but it's
And-
okay. It's still February. You can hand them out.
No, it's
Of
not.
course, pink packing tape, which
It's February 30th.
It's February 30th.
it's not February. It's
February 30th.
okay. It's February.
Everyone, it's February 30th.
It's a leap year.
Oh, that's my eye. Not my eye again, please.
I guess I'm hot thoughts. I love it. Oh, that is awesome.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, I had reached out to Jeff and I had asked him for a photo or an artwork from him of me and Idris together.
Hot.
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 So it says hot thoughts on it. So that is absolutely awesome. So I actually used this artwork that Jeff did for my Facebook profile. Yeah. So. If I was, yeah, I'm not going to say that. My wife's sitting over there. Or should I?
Your marriage.
What's that?
Your marriage.
Well, I always say that she's hot, literally, right? So, I mean... What?
Flip that away.
What?
It's the second one.
Oh, we got another one. Nice. So I got multiples. But there's the
other
one
one
from
is
North
the
of
one-
Exile. From
Oh, look at that. He's got ice
so
cream.
NOE, Rest of the Weary. Or Rest for the Weary. So it's Jason from
Hot.
North of Exile. So he 2 girls for every boy. Oh, he's got the two ladies hanging on to him. And he's holding the ice cream,
No.
which makes sense. So that's okay. if I lose my wife because I have Idris, then I know definitely where she's gonna go because of her love for ice cream. So she's gonna betray Heads or Tails Gaming and head over to North of Exile.
I mean, they do have ice cream.
They do have ice cream, right? I know, right?
You were saying Dairy Queen or Baskin Robbins. So
No, no.
Until they go there.
North of Exile sells ice cream.
There's some pretty good ice cream.
Marble
Is it good
slap.
ice cream? Is it soft ice cream?
Marble
Yeah,
slap.
well, they have, yes.
Is it,
There's multiple things. You got milkshakes and stuff.
oh yeah.
Okay, time to start with our dad. No.
Okay, go for it.
North of Exile. Olive.
What's
Oh,
that?
wait.
North of Exile.
They're up north.
Yeah,
Where
they're
is it?
they're
It's
a
a
game
store.
store
I'm
up
going
north.
up north. I'm going to Coapas.
We
Do
were
you
gonna
remember
go
the
there.
booth that was right next to us at the championship?
Yeah.
The green?
No, I was sitting on the floor.
The whole time doing her homework.
Anyway.
Okay, anyway.
But yes.
Snow-covered forest.
Snow covered for.
We're lopsided. Why are we lopsided?
That's
Let's
okay.
just kinda... Yeah, we're straight now. Not that I am, but it's okay. No, I'm kidding.
Kaya.
Okay. Kaya?
Kaya.
Kaya? I said Kaya, but whatever.
Kaya from Magic. A wood nymph. Ooh, I like that
Very
one.
cool.
What is that from?
It's a wood nymph.
Everything.
I think I've heard that before.
Yes.
Warp Strike!
Warp Strike. it's got all the characters
I
from
love that.
Star Trek on it.
We are
Nice.
real people.
Samurai, you can hear me so squishy.
Samurai.
Love it. He's so cute.
Yay, my little Brook! We got Blur Rock.
Blur. I was gonna say Blur.
Blur
What the what does that say at the top?
My little
Rock
Brook.
Battle of Champions is written underneath.
Yeah.
That's it's Blur Rock now.
Because he's blue.
It's a land.
Blood
Swamp.
Crypt. Nice. Which is Swamp Mountain for Magic, yeah. In the 8-bit artwork.
Woohoo.
That's awesome.
We
Day
got
and
a
night.
signed day-night card.
Day Night. Yes. Which is his own game.
Mm-hmm.
And
A solo venture. That one.
Solo Venture promo.
He's a bard. Oh my god, he is.
He's a bard.
Bardo the... I'm not even gonna attempt that.
Bardo the-
So that's like
Raconteur.
it's like a
Um,
RPG game, but based on cards that you can play solo, right? So which is really really cool.
Play the game by yourself?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Have you picked up a pencil?
we have it.
Wow, introverts are gonna
We
love
just we
this.
haven't not had the chance to actually play it. I apologize to Jeff because I know we promised we were going to, but time constraints and that. But yeah, you know we have it. We opened it.
Yeah.
We got it at the last year's championship.
Yeah, but Dad, you know my memory. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
remember that I can play the game by myself.
Let alone actually do it.
Oh, jeez, thanks.
Right. Anyway, so thank you so much, Jeff. We really, really appreciate it. As I said, if you're interested in getting any of this stuff that we just opened and you've seen it, be sure to join Jeff Pizzuto's Patreon, as well as the Genesis Battle of Champions Patreon, which they always give out some great material and promo stuff all the time as well. Yeah, we love getting it as well. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight and watching and joining in our chat, which is JC, yay, which is
That
awesome.
sounded so sarcastic.
What's
Yeah, I
that?
kind of did.
JC, yay. No, I love JC. I was hoping he was here tonight so he could have gave his 2 cents in about these champions that are hopefully being revamped and whatnot. Came in a little bit late on it, but that's okay. He threw in a few comments, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Again, www.genesisbattleofchampions.com. Check it out for all the information you need about it. So I think that's pretty much. Reach out to Jeff. Send your condolences and your love to him. Love and respect. We love you, Jeff. Straight from the heart, and we're here for you. Anything else?
Grandma Brand Hot Dog said woo.
Grandma Bran. Woo! We got Sid who's sitting here next to me, joining into the chat right at the very end. Woo! Yay! So mad shout out to him. Quick announcement. Tomorrow's Friday. This Saturday at Heads or Tails Gaming, we are doing our very first prelim for the upcoming store championship. So we're doing it in a draft format. If you want to participate, make sure you're here at Heads or Tails Gaming, which is where?
In
131
Brantford.
Erie Ave.
131 Erie Ave in Brantford, Ontario. Come on out if you would like to participate. We are running our prelims and our championship in a draft format, so it is not heavily competitive. Everybody's pretty much on the same page, unless you got some really, really awesome drafting skills, which hopefully you do. You come on out and compete, which leads up to our championship, which will be held in April. So we're doing 2 prelims, 2 weeks in between 1 week in between each one, and then April 8th, I believe it is. Is that a Saturday? Let me just check my phone really quick.
We get a trophy if we win the draft.
You get your name on only if you win the actual championship. Your name will go on this Heads or Tails trophy.
Ooh, right next to mine.
Yes. Yes, so April 8th will be our actual in-store championship where you have the opportunity to win an exclusive Heads or Tails gaming mat, as well as I've thrown in some additional prizing, and you will get the Angel anime promos as well, and we will be throwing your name on the Heads or Tails Genesis Battle of Champions trophy. So check out, hopefully I think I talked to Sid that they're going to be compiling a list of all the stores that are going to be participating in their store champions, so you'll want to make sure. I know I've been working with Forbes to offset ours from theirs so that their players can join us and our players can join them, and anywhere else as far as where they're planning on putting theirs for their dates. Hopefully they'll have that up soon on the actual website. So, but anyway, on behalf of One Side of the Coin, thank you very much to Kenny, who's behind the screen and helping us out with all the tech stuff that we're doing.
Bonjour.
Greatly appreciated to him. And thank you very, very much to Sid for giving us Genesis Battle of Champions, game we love from our hearts, right? I love playing it and talking about it. So I'm Steve-O the Gamer, with me as always.
Backtack.
And we will see you next Thursday evening on One Side of the Coin for some more discussion about Genesis Battle of Champions. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.